you know what that music say?
Yes, sir, Amos. That music say, good health to all from Rexall.
The Amos and Andy Show, written by Joe Connolly and Bob Mosier, featuring Ernestine Wade, Johnny Lee, Amanda Randolph, Will Wright, Jeff Alexander's music, yours truly, Harlow Wilcox, and starring radio's all-time favorites, Freeman Gosden and Charles Correll. Amos and Andy.
How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? This is Freeman Gosden. You know, very often at this time of year, a cold slips up on you without any warning. You just wake up some morning, and there you are with a real king-size cold. Now, if that happens to you, I wish you would try taking Rexall Anapac. You see, Anapac combines antihistamine with an old, time-tested cold relief formula. And that way you not only get quick relief from cold symptoms, but also from the aches and fever that generally go along with a cold. So if you're suffering from a cold, start taking Anapac as directed on the label. That's A-N-A-P-A-C, Anapac. And you'll find it at every Rexall drugstore.
Well, on New Year's Day, the Kingfish made a speech to the Lodge brothers on the importance of sticking to one's New Year's resolutions. And, following his own advice, after dinner on New Year's Day, while Sapphire was doing the dishes, the Kingfish sat down and sincerely wrote out his resolutions.
Resolution number 1. I was going to be kind and considerate toward my dear wife, Sapphire. She is one of the sweetest and gentlest.
George Stevens, what are you doing in there, you loafer?
That she is one of the fairest creatures and like a delicate flower.
George Stevens, get in here and help me with these dishes.
Sapphire, would you mind shutting your big fat mouth while I write how sweet and gentle you is?
What crazy nonsense is you up to in here anyway?
Well, I just writing a resolution here about how sweet and kind I'm going to be to you, my gorgeous one.
Don't you gorgeous one me. Look at me. I done lost my looks. I got gray streaks in my hair. I's a mess and you knows it.
Well, I know you was a mess, honey, but you was a sweet-looking mess.
What?
Well, I didn't mean that, honey. Why, you were still a fine-looking woman. A woman I'd be proud to take out any evening.
Oh, so you ashamed to be seen with me in the daytime.
Oh, no. Come on, honey, please. I trying to make out my New Year's resolution. Like I was telling Amos and Andy yesterday. Everybody got to make out resolutions this time of the year. You got to be sincere. You got to be loyal. You got to be...
Oh, shut up.
Honey, baby, don't talk like that. You was sweet and kind.
You don't have to tell me I'm sweet and kind. It's perfectly obvious to everybody how sweet and kind I is, you fathead. Well, I've been sweet and kind all of my life, and if you dare to contradict me, I'll jam this dish mop down your throat and show you how sweet and kind I is.
Well, so much for resolution number 1. Well, I didn't do too good yesterday with my resolutions. See how I make out with my second resolution. I will be considerate to my mother-in-law. Poor Mama is sick in bed this morning, so I'll bring her breakfast in on this tray to her. I'll knock on the door. Oh, yoo-hoo. Mama, dear, is you in there? Oh, you is in there, Mama.
Well, who do you expect to find in here? Winston Churchill?
Now, look here, Mama-in-law, dear, I done brought you breakfast on a tray. See the nice tray, orange juice, coffee, and a poached egg on toast. It's one of my New Year's resolutions. Let me put it on your lap there.
What's this here on the tray?
Why, that's just a rose that I put there, Mama dear.
Here I is in bed with rose fever, and you brings me flowers. You know they always makes me George, what you doing down there on the floor?
Nothing. nothing, Mama. Just looking for the poached egg. That's... Upstairs. Here it is. It done backflip right in your bathrobe pocket there. Yeah, it didn't even break much. Just a little run in here.
George,
Yes, Mama, dear.
while I lift the tray up, would you bend over here and smooth out the covers for me?
I'd be glad to.
That's it. Bend way over. A little further.
Oh, my head!
Sapper, come in here and drag Father Time and his resolutions out of here.
Oh, me, well, it's quiet here at the lodge hall. I'm down to one resolution, the last one on the paper here. I will not gyp my dear friend and comrade, Andrew H. Brown. I got to stick to this last one on the paper here at all costs, or the brothers won't think I was sincere. Yes, Oh, come in, Brother Andy. I was just sitting here thinking about you.
Well, I wish you wouldn't do that, Kingfish. It usually costs me money.
No, Andy, I was sincere. I'm speaking from the heart. Oh, I tell you, Andy, I love you, boy. Let me put my arm around you, boy. I was just thinking about our beautiful friendship, about the warmth and affection that exists between you and me, the love and devotion.
Listen, Kingfish, if you try to kiss me, I'll punch you right in the nose.
No, Andy, I am sincere. I'm really a happy man. I made a resolution right on the paper here, Andy, and I ain't going to gyp you no more.
Well, that's fine, because I is happy today, too. You know, I was happy about that brooch you done found when we was cleaning out the attic in the lodge hall.
Oh, yeah, that old green brooch, the one that I sold you for $25 and made up that crazy story about it belonging to some big Indian Maharaja, or the Maharaja of Indo outdoor, one of them doors. Oh, Andy, I was ashamed that I done that to you, but now that I got the resolution on paper here for this year...
Yeah, well, I ain't ashamed that you done it. I done showed that brooch to Amos. He showed it to a jeweler, a friend of his, and the fellow wrote me a letter this morning. He say it's real jade and it's worth $800.
The brooch is worth $800?
That's right.
Well, so much for the last resolution. Now, tell me, Andy, this $800 brooch, you got it right in your pocket there, ain't you?
Kingfish, this time I was playing it safe. I got that brooch pinned inside my underwear.
Yeah. Got the thing pinned in your long woolies, huh?
Yeah, and as long as my underwear is lumpy, I know I was safe.
It does, huh?
Yeah. Well, I gotta be going, Kingfish. I'll see you around sometime.
Well, now, wait a minute, old pal. This is the year, New Year, you know, and everything. For old time's sake, let me slap you on the back here. Yeah, turn around. Let me slap you on the chest, too, Andy.
Now, wait a minute. Never mind that, Kingfish. I gotta be going.
Now, wait a minute. You wouldn't want to jump up and down with joy a couple of times before you leave, would you, boy?
Kingfish, what is you talking about?
Oh, nothing, Andy. Just a thought.
Yeah, well, so long, Kingfish. I'll be seeing you.
Yeah, well, you don't have to go, Andy. Sit down and talk to me. I just want you to know, Andy, that I means that speech I made to the brothers, and I'm going to keep my resolution. From now on, I'm going to be sincere, honest, and above board. A true blue friend. You believe me, don't you?
Sure, I believe you.
Then you ain't going to keep your brooch pinned in your underwear.
No, sir. After that speech, I'm going home and sew the brooch in my underwear.
Good evening. This is your Rexall family druggist speaking to you for the 10,000 independent druggists who have made the word Rexall part of our own store names. We've done that because we recommend and sell the 2,000 or more drug products made by the Rexall Drug Company. Rexall Cherisot is a good example. This time-tested cough remedy is a must in millions of American homes. For Cherisot goes after coughs two ways. First, it soothes irritated throat membranes. Second, it helps to loosen a cough. Ask for Cherisot at Rexall drugstores everywhere.
got to figure out something fast before Andy sells that brooch for $800. Let me get in here and see Algonquin J. Calhoun.
How you there, Kingfish? What's up?
Listen, Calhoun, I need your help. Andy got a $800 brooch, and I got to figure some way to get away from it.
Now, wait a minute, Kingfish. Ain't you the one that give all the Lodge brothers that stuff about keeping their resolution, and now you trying to jip Andy?
Well, Calhoun, this is different.
No, it ain't, because Andy is my friend. I'd be lower than a reptile to turn on the boy.
But, Calhoun...
I would be lower than a serpent.
Calhoun...
To do that, I'd be lower than the lowest snake.
Calhoun, there's $100 in it for you.
Well, let me coil up here and think of an angle.
Yeah, well, now, that's better, Calhoun, but it ain't gonna be so easy this time. Andy got the brooch sewed in the inside of his underwear.
Sewed to the underwear, huh? Well, now, let me see. Maybe you could talk the boy into going swimming, and then you could go through his clothes while he's in the water.
No, this ain't the swimming weather here.
It sure ain't, Kingfish. But wait a minute. I know. I done read somewhere where some society people had a party. One of them big Hawaiian parties. You know, a luau, where they have roast pig and all that Hawaiian food.
Yeah, well, what's that got to do with it?
Well, when the guests arrived, to keep the Hawaiian spirit, they all had to change into sarongs.
Yeah, I see your point. Sarong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could tell Andy I threw in a Hawaiian luau at the lodge hall tonight, and when he changes into a sarong, then I can go through his underwear.
Yeah. But if it's going to be a big party like that, he's going to expect a whole lot of people, you know.
Yeah, well, I'll think of some way to cover that.
Yeah.
I'll call him right away. Tell him about the luau, the roast pig, and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, once he gets into the sarong, get that on, I'll go through his underwear.
Yeah.
Boy, that Andy was really crazy to tell me about Amos's jeweler friend offering him $800 for the brooch.
Yeah, that was just another case of self-inflicted barbecue.
Self-inflicted barbecue?
Yeah, the boy done cooked his own goose.
Well, I got everything ready for the Hawaiian Luau here at the lodge hall. I got these few sticks of bamboo around here, this old fishnet hanging up, and this one-string ukulele. This old restaurant tablecloth will make a nice sarong. Yeah, Andy was really excited about that luau when I called him. He ought to be here.
Hi, Kingfish. Here I is, boy.
Well, Brother Andy, welcome to the luau.
Yeah.
Or as we say in Hawaii, hello to you.
Yeah. Hello to you, too.
Yeah.
Sure nice that you asked me to this big feast, Kingfish.
Oh, yeah. We're going to have a big time. Yakahula, hickadoolist, and all that stuff. Big time, boy.
Yeah. But say, you say there are going to be a lot of people here. Where's all the Hawaiians?
Well, Andy, they was coming from Hawaii, and some of them got delayed. Little minor inconveniences, monsoons and tidal waves, you know. I understand the octopus grabbed the guest of honor about an hour ago.
That's a shame. Yeah, some of the fellows can't make it, huh?
They was sending in their regrets. They've been coming right along. Telegrams and coming all evening.
Yeah.
Got one right here. Let me read it to you. It's in Hawaiianese, but I'll transpose the thing for you. Say here, dear Kingfish, sorry unable to make your luau. Suffering from berry of the tonsils. I fat on my back in my little grass shack. Signed, Duke Cucamonga.
Yeah, well, I hope some of these Hawaiians shows up. And say, Kingfish, you say there was going to be a big feast here? Roast pig and everything? Where's the roast pig?
Well, I'm going to explain to you why the pig ain't here.
Yeah, well, now, don't tell me you got a telegram from him, too.
No, and you see, the way they roast a Hawaiian pig is to bury it in the sand on the beach over hot coals.
They does, huh?
Yeah, so you see, I sent a couple of Hawaiian friends of mine over to Coney Island on the subway with the pig. Now, they done buried it in the sand, all right, but they run into a little trouble. They don't seem to be able to locate the pig's grave right now.
Yeah, well, that's a shame, you know.
Yeah, Andy, but you happens to be down the beach next summer and runs into a pig with an apple in his mouth, enjoy it, boy. It's all yours. We can't let a little thing like a pig spoil the party, though, Andy. Yeah, slip into this sarong and get in the spirit of things. Yeah.
Wait a minute, sure. I don't want to put on no sarong.
Oh, wait a minute. All the guests going to wear sarongs, Andy. You don't want to violate the traditions of Hawaii.
Yeah, well, okay. But if this is a sarong, how come it say automat on there? Look at that.
Let me see. That ain't automat, Andy. There's all too more. An old Hawaiian word meaning this end up.
Oh.
Go on in the back room there, Andy, and put on the sarong there.
Okay, well, I don't want to violate none of the traditions of Hawaii. I'll go.
Yeah, well, Andy, if you do that, you know, Harry Owen's liable to throw you in the volcano. Get on in the back room there.
Well, Kingfish, I got the sarong on. How'd I look?
Well, Andy, you look Say, wait a minute, Andy. You just violated another tradition of the islands.
Oh, yes, huh?
Yeah, the true Hawaiian never puts the sarong over his long woolen underwear.
He don't, huh?
Of course not. Did you ever see Dorothy Lamour doing the hula with her knees at half-mast?
Well, okay. I'll take the underwear off.
Yeah.
Well, I was all set now, Kingfish.
Oh, yeah, that's better, Andy. Yeah, come on in, join the merrymaking. Shame some of the Hawaiians ain't showed up.
Yeah, well, I'd feel better if the pig would just show up.
Oh, well, the porter seemed to be dragging a little on his feet here. Here, Andy, take this ukulele and beat out a little Hawaiian tune and play any of them Hawaiian songs, Sweet Salami, or anything you want.
You mean Sweet Lalani?
Yeah, just keep things going, Andy. I'll be right back. I'll see you later.
Let me see. Sweet Lalani, heavenly flower, do-de-do-de-o-de, passion road. Oh, are you back, Kingfish?
Oh, yeah, I just want to get these scissors off my desk here.
Yeah, but Kingfish...
Oh, never mind, Andy. Just keep playing. Be right back.
I guess the Kingfish want to cut something loose in the back room there. Well, sweet Lalani, heavenly flower.
Oh, me. Well, I got out the back door of the lodge hall with Anna's underwear. At least I'm safe here in the basement of my apartment. Now I got to get the brooch off the boy's underwear here. I'll snipe the thing off here. Let me start snipping here. I'll get these scissors going. There we is. Now I'll open the furnace door and I'll throw the long woolies in there. Then I'll take the brooch down to the jewelry store. Boy, is I excited. Now, let me throw the long woolies in that big fire there. There we go. Now, I'll close the door. Now, all I got to do is... Wait a minute. What is I doing with the suit of long underwear in my hand? Holy mackerel, I done throw the brooch in the furnace. Oh, me, I was done hear the wild pictures, but I just dizzy-deed myself out of $800 here. Wait a minute.
Now, here is your Rexall family druggist.
If you take multivitamins, and most doctors recommend that you should, it's just plain good sense to take the kind that give you 11 important vitamins, including red vitamin B12, plus liver concentrate and iron.
Tell me quick, what kind is that?
Rexall Plenamins. Yes, ma'am, in one of the finest balanced vitamin formulas money can buy. Plenamins give you 11 important vitamins, including red vitamin B12, plus the nutritional extras of liver concentrate and iron. What's more, the daily dosage of Plenamins is foil-wrapped and individually sealed. You simply tear it off, and the guaranteed potency of all the rest remain completely protected.
Sounds marvelous, but aren't they expensive?
On the contrary, ma'am, you and your whole family can take Plenamins for only pennies per day. So remember that name, Plenamins, Plenamins, Plenamins. You'll find them at any Rexall drugstore.
Listen, Andy, will you do me a favor and explain to me once again what happened to the $800 brooch?
Well, Amos, I was standing there in my sarong, and somewhere around the second chorus of Sweet Lalani, I realized the thing was gone.
And you say your underwear was in the back room with the brooch sewed in it. And that was the last you seen of it?
Yeah. And I know the pig didn't have nothing to do with it because he didn't show up. One of them Hawaiians must have got it. Duke Coca-Cola or some of those guys.
Listen, Andy, during this crazy luau, tell me this. Did the Kingfish do anything suspicious?
No. He just went in the back room twice.
Twice?
Yeah, he come out once for a pair of scissors.
Andy, don't you see what has done happened?
Well, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That was a phony luau.
Yeah.
The Kingfish just done it to get my brooch away from me.
Yeah, well, what is he going to do about it, Andy?
Amos, I'm going to get a club and go over and do the Hawaiian war dance all over that Kingfish's chest.
Oh, me, why did I throw that brooch in the furnace? Suppose Andy finds out. I'll have to face the music. I just hope that he...
Kingfish, I'm going to take this bat and beat your brains out.
Well, as Toscanini said, the symphony has begun. Andy, now wait a minute. You wouldn't hit a sick man, would you?
You ain't sick.
Andy, I just had one of my dizzy spells. Is you by any chance wearing 2 derbies? I tell you, Andy, I better run down to the hospital.
Stand where you is, you hear? Now hand over that brooch before I take this bat and does some cranium cracking. I got the bat all ready.
Well, now wait a minute, brother Andy. Now wait a minute. Is you a man of character?
Well, I guess I is.
And, well, you can take the good with the bad, can't you?
Yeah.
Well, Andy, I throwed your brooch in the furnace, and the thing done melted to just nothing.
Kingfish, batter up.
Now, wait a minute, Andy, wait a minute. Stop standing there like Joe DiMaggio. Yeah, we'll figure something out here.
Yeah, well, you better talk fast.
Now, wait a minute. I'm going to talk fast. Andy, look here. I got a theft policy that covers my personal belongings in case they get stolen. Now, we can collect for the brooch on my policy.
Yeah, well, you better do something.
Now, listen, I'll go home, get the policy, and we'll go down to the insurance company.
Yeah, well, okay, Kingfish, but it better work.
Oh, it'll work.
Yeah, well, I just hope that we don't get down there and find out your policy done perspired. That's
Oh, no.
I know you have a theft policy with us, Mr. Stevens, but let me get this straight. You say you were robbed?
Yes, sir, yes, sir. This is Honest Brown here. He was right with me when the theft occurred, yes.
Yes, sir. I was there when the thing was thefted.
Well, this is most unfortunate.
Oh, yes, sir, yes, sir. We was walking down a dark alley when this fella jumped out and he stuck a gun in my stomach. And he said, your money or your green jade brooch. That's what he said to me.
Yeah, that's what the man said. He was real polite, all right.
Oh, yes, sir, I see.
I see.
I would put up a fight for the thing, but, well, I happen to remember I also had a burial policy with your company, and I didn't want to put you on the hook for a funeral, too, you see. That's why.
Mr. Stevens is real considerate, you know, mister.
Well, I got my theft policy here. The brooch was worth $800. You can just make out the check to George Stevens, $800.
I think you better talk to our manager, Mr. Salisbury. You wait here, and I'll get him.
Yeah, so we'll be glad to meet the man.
I'll be right back.
Boy, working out fine, ain't it,
Oh,
Kingfish?
yeah, nice fella, too. Yeah, that sure is a impressive-looking policy I got here. Ain't looked at it for a long time. Look at all the big printing on there. This company assumes liability. Claims promptly paid. Oh, I signed this thing up 6 months ago, yeah.
Yeah, look down there, Kingfish. What is all that little printing over your signature there? What is that?
Yeah, let me squint there. You ain't got no magnifying glass here. Say, herewith penalties for defrauding. $5,000 fine or 6 years in jail. See, the Andy, that's the great policy. If the company tries to defraud us, we can throw them in jail for 6 years, boy.
We can do that to him?
Oh, yeah, Andy, say here, that is pursuant to the criminal code.
Yeah, well, I know that pursuant means somebody going to get pursued.
Yeah, it means that, all right.
I wish we knowed more about the criminal code so we could find out who's going to be chasing who around here.
Now, wait a minute, Andy. Looking at this paragraph right here. Say here, in case of willful misrepresentation or fraud, the insurer can take criminal action against the insuree. Now, there's the key to the whole mess. Is we the insurer or is we the insuree?
Yeah, well, I don't don't know if we is the insurer or the insuree, but I got a sneaking suspicion we're going to end up as the jailee.
Andy, you're right. As Napoleon said at Waterloo, I think it's retreating time.
Yeah, grab the policy and let's pursue ourselves out
Yeah,
here.
come on, get up. Quick. Oh. Well, Andy, we're lucky to be out of there.
Well, wait a minute. You ain't out of it, Kingfish. You took my $800 brooch and burned it up. Now, either you gives me the money or I'm going to do like Amos told me to do. I go to the police and swear out a warrant for your arrest.
Well, now, wait a minute, Andy. I can't raise no $800. You can't throw me in jail.
Oh, yes, I can. You and all that talk to the brothers about how we got to keep our New Year's resolutions, then jipping me. You is going to jail.
Well, now, wait a minute. Listen, Andy, wait a minute. Now, just give me till tomorrow, will you? I'll raise what money I can. I'll pawn everything I own. Just give me till tomorrow morning.
Well, okay. But I'll meet you in your office at 9 o'clock. And if you don't have some money for me, you and me is going to play baseball again.
Well, there you is, Andy. $110, $120, $130. Now, that's every nickel I could raise by pawning everything I had, Andy.
Well, it was a $800 brooch, and all I was getting is this. You think I ought to take it, Amos?
Well, I guess, Andy, if that's all that he can do for you, why, you better take it. It's better than nothing.
Well, okay, Kingfish, I'll take it.
All right, Andy, thank you. And believe me, I'm really sorry that I didn't keep my New Year's resolution. So long, boy.
Amos, the Kingfish, making that crazy speech to the brothers about keeping New Year's resolutions. I bet nobody paid no attention to it.
Yeah, well, I did, Andy. I paid attention to his speech, and I made up my mind to keep one resolution that I made. And you ought to be happy, too, son.
What do you mean I ought to be happy? Your jeweler friend wrote me a letter that the brooch is worth $800, and I only got $130 from the Kingfish. Why should I be happy about you keeping your resolution?
Well, Andy, my one resolution was that I wasn't going to let the Kingfish get away with jipping you this year.
What you mean?
Andy, I ain't got no jeweler friend. I done writ the letter myself about the brooch being worth $800.
Economize. Check the buys in Rexall's full-page ad. Current issues of Life, Look, Collier's, Saturday Evening Post, and Country Gentleman. You'll find 7 deep-cut specials on everyday needs. Example, Rex Ray Heat Pad. Regular price $4.49, down now to only $2.99. Plus 65 additional top-quality Rexall values. So remember this tip from Harlow Wilcox. Economize. Check the buys in Rexall's full-page ad, current issues of Life, Look, Collier's, Saturday Evening Post, and Country Gentleman.
And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, to visit your Rexall Family Drugstore. Thank you and good night.
See you next Sunday.
Special all during January. Half-price sale on Caranome Hand Cream. Regular $2.20 jar, yours for only $1.10.
And Caranome Hand Cream is hypoallergenic, safe for most sensitive skins. It softens, beautifies, protects.
Remember, all during January, regular $2.20 jar of Caranome Hand Cream, only $1.10 at Rexall drugstores everywhere. This is Big Brother Week. Help fight juvenile delinquency. Support the work of Big Brothers. Write Big Brothers of America, Philadelphia 3, Pennsylvania. Be sure to be with us next Sunday at the same time when your Rexall druggist will again present the Amos and Andy Show. Stay tuned for the Edgar Bergen Charlie McCarthy program, which follows immediately over most of these stations. This is the CBS Radio Network.